it destroyed Bok in lane. Like, it got 4 kills on the Magnus in the first 5 minutes or something ridiculous like that. You know, it was looking pretty good. So, you know, maybe with a bit of momentum behind it, Lilgun can get it going. Picking up the Vengeful Spirit, we've seen the Vengeful Spirit being picked up a few times now up against the Enigma with that swap. You know, immediately the Black Hole comes out, you get that swap in. So Enigma, I assume, is going to be looking to target the Vengeful Spirit. And again, are you expecting the Wraith Pact before the Blink Dagger for the Enigma? Or, you know, do you think people have learned that... I can't even say learn the lesson, because the Venge comes out, the Venge goes through BKB. So Blink BKB isn't really an effective build here for the Enigma.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Wraith Pact actually feels better in that situation because you're always going to get some value out of it. Whereas if you buy Blink Dagger, you blink and your Black Hole and it's cancelled. It's like your item and your big ultimate have been turned useless, and that's a waste of gold and your cooldown. By the way, Lilgun, Ace himself is the one who canceled the Black Hole with the Vengeful Spirit. So he's back again. He's like, oh, I know how to handle this on his Venge, and I can't imagine it's a core Venge. I do wonder if they need a little bit more of a frontlining kind of tanky boy, and they do get with the Doom. Feels like, I mean, it could be 11 on the Doom, could be Kishka on the Doom, could be even be 4-2-3 on the Doom, but I like the offlane Doom, but Lilgun's one of those heroes that you really have a hard time kind of predicting exactly what their lanes are going to go with. But Terrorblade is going to be Raven's hero. He has, you know, before when I used to watch Raven Star, he was like Morphling and Monkey King, super active on these heroes. He has transitioned a lot more to more of a farming kind of carry. Nothing wrong with that, especially in this patch where it's much longer. So Terrorblade is really good in that situation. So we have Doom and Vengeful Spirit against Enigma. Very hard for him to get the Black Hole off. Both teams, let's see. You know, Fnatic needs a mid laner here for Armel, whereas for Lilgun, a little bit hard to predict because, you know, we have seen Doom carry. You know, it's not too crazy, but I do imagine it's going to be a carry for them. Fnatic, although they do ban the Zeus. Huh. They're feeling like it could be a 4-2-3 Doom.
Yeah.
Or a Shadow Fiend carry. And Doom off lane, and then they need them. Yeah, that could be another way they go for it. Either way, Lilgun, as usual, being very difficult to predict, whereas Fnatic with a lot more standard of a lineup.
I'm surprised the Tinker ban's coming out. We've not seen any Tinkers. Is it the Puck's not ban as well, as far as I can see?
I think it's just because Fnatic, I mean, Zeus and Tinker are so good to have against Terrorblade, right? Like, it's just the mass burst damage. That's why they banned it. And I'm guessing that, yeah, they don't believe that Shadow Fiend is going to go mid. Even though Shadow Fiend mid wouldn't also be that bad against Terrorblade, because you do have a ton of magic damage. There's the Puck that you're talking about. So, Puck, Lich, Tusk, Enigma. It's a lot on DJ to do well in this game on the Tusk, because he's going to be the first guy rolling in. Like, if he falls down, then no one else can really give you vision. Terrorblade, once he joins fights, maybe throw out those illusions in front, kind of decent. But Fnatic, they have drafted themselves a lineup where it's a lot on DJ.
Yeah.
For Lilgun, though,
but
I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, Lilgun have a lot of single target focused heroes here. You know, with the Terrorblade coming out, you know, do you want some sort of wave clear? Are you going to be looking maybe for something that's going to be like a Maelstrom builder? You know, you get the Faceless Void's ban, but you could go for maybe something like the Weaver, you know, that's going to be able to clear waves, Sakuchi, Maelstrom, Swarm.
And it would be pretty good to have the Weaver. The only issue is if you get caught by the coil, you can be burst down right after. Like, there's a good amount. Fnatic, they lack that front line besides Tusk, but there's a huge amount of damage coming out from them in every other character. You know, you got Chain Frost, Breaking Coil, Enigma does percentage damage, so it's a lot of damage coming out from here. I don't know if Weaver is the hero who, you know, doesn't seem very durable enough to handle that. In the meantime, 4-3, could they go for, I want to say Juggernaut, but then you're up against Juggernaut against Terrorblade is kind of rough. You know, you have illusions to jump to, it's all physical damage. What do they go with? They go with, oh, baby, it's the Pudge. I wouldn't mind if this was a carry Pudge, honestly. I hope it's like some sort of core Pudge. Okay, it is a core carry Pudge. 4-3 on the, 11 on the Doom, so that's going to be the offlane Doom. Ace as usual, position 5. Kishka is going to be on the Marcy. Not as good as she used to be after she got a lot of her skills nerfed, but still solid as a support. And of course, we have Santi on the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, and So looking at these two lineups, I mean, we've got Team Blue here over on Fnatic. Is there a preference between the two? Do you think? Like, are you leaning to one team over the other here with these drafts?
It's sacrilegious to say this, of course, but I think Lilgun kind of has a better draft. I like their draft a little bit more, honestly. It's a little bit more in your face, it's a little bit more active. For Fnatic, they have to wait quite a while for Terrorblade to come online. Until then, you're really like, if DJ has a good game, Fnatic can win this because their late game is pretty damn impressive. I think their late game is better, but there's also a lot you have to be worried about. You know, a Doom comes out on Terrorblade, a swap on Enigma. It's not one of those games where you go, oh yeah, once the one team's ahead, they're gonna win, for sure. So it's very close. I think it's kind of a close draft, but I think I'll go with Lilgun on this one.
Okay, then I'll go with Fnatic.
Of course you would.
Just because.
Of course.
Just because.
What about supporting your co-caster once in a while? You know what happens behind the scenes? It's always, yeah, man, Otomo, I got your back. And the stream starts, and he's like, I'm always going to go with the other team.
I don't ever think I remember saying I've got your back.
Yes, you have.
I remember saying I'd stab you in the back, but
oh yeah. See, I only heard the second half of the sentence.
No, just because, you know, it evens it out. Because we can't show bias as casters. Otherwise, you know, chat wouldn't take us seriously. So we have to have that 50-50 split. Otherwise, you know, all integrity goes out the window.
Well, to be fair, I mean, if I would be biased, I'd be biased in Fnatic because I met them and they were nice people. They were nice guys. You know, I think I interviewed DJ while I was in Ginting, and yeah, he's a cool guy. You know, pretty good at it. Pretty good to talk to, you know. Some of the players are really shy, but DJ, he handled the questions pretty well. Although I say handled the questions like I was asking him, you know, like what do you think? Who do you think is your mom's favorite son or something? It's like, how do you feeling right now? Some players they get shy even over that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 30 seconds to battle. It's, you know, fair enough. They want to keep it to themselves. They don't want to give anything away. The mental game is serious in Dota. You know, you make one false step and that's it. Your entire tournament's over. So.
But to be fair, some of the other players are really open about everything. Like Insania, he tells you everything you want to know. All right. Well, Bounty is going to come up. Looks like a Lilgun is securing both the water ruins here. That's pretty good for them, as long as their own. Oh no, they go back in the last second.
No, there is going to be the dive in. The rebound comes out, and Kishka's going to take it. He's going to be taking a lot of damage coming through from this now as well. Going to be able to get on top of him with the tag team, and the damage coming through here. Kishka just going to go down, and it's just. It was the brave little toaster, but it wasn't the smartest little toaster move.
No, he definitely he was like, I'm going to be giving my life for that. It's quite risky, by the way. It's only less than a second stun, level 1 with the rebound, but he decided to go for it. You know, team was like, nah, we're not going. You're going to get it for us to die. So I'll say that both teams end up pretty even. You know, you give away first blood, but you get an extra bounty ruin.
Yeah, and it wasn't like you gave over the first blood to a carry either. You know, Raven didn't take it. It did come through onto the Lich, and Lich, okay, you might be able to get a quicker wand out of it or quicker boots or something like that, but it's not going to have a massive impact in the lane.
No, it's just going to be like, you know, maybe it'll get himself an extra clarity as well, so you can just spam out a bit more. Either way, you're going to be fine. Surprisingly, 11 hasn't put a point in anything. You might say you usually see a point in Devour, but maybe he thinks we can get a kill, and he does put a point in the Scorched Earth now. Try and get John well. Nice body blocks by Kishka, and the burn might be enough.
Yeah, he's going to tick down to that. Like you said, Kishka knew that he wasn't in immediate danger, so was able to just provide the blocks up against the Lich, and a really nice kill. Like you say, he just saved that point, saved it till he needed it. And is that... I mean, usually you'd see the Devour coming out straight away, right? For a Doom, but to keep that point in, to keep getting aggressive, and maybe that's the thing. I mean, Marcy is going to be able to get these rebounds off, be able to get right up in the face, so being able to get the chase down with the Scorched Earth as well, you know, do that damage and just keep the pressure on. Doom, level 2 up now, so he does have that Devour.
I mean, I think he'll be happy with the first one. They're still fighting here, although Kishka may have a little bit overextended here. Johnwell, as he's just going to zone him up, and Lich and TB, it's not too bad. I mean, there are some slows, but you're not really scared, you know, especially Doom with the Scorched Earth and all that life. You're like, yeah, I think I'll be pretty fine. These guys are going to be doing much to kill me. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, looks like it's a little bit in favor of Armel. I mean, the guy beats Sumail in a one-on-one, right? You know?
Yeah, and being able to play up onto that puck in the mid lane. Shadow Fiend, something a little bit different here as Armel moving in. So how does this lane kind of go? You know, getting into the late laning stage, are you going to be looking to try and do damage here with Sanctity on those raises, or because the puck's so hypermobile, is it just so hard to get the damage into this hero?
I mean, you're gonna use the raise just to get the creeps, and if they hit him, it's very nice. Oh, by the way, DJ's being chased. You know, it's like the same thing as when you play Lina, where you always throw the what was it called, Dragon Slave? Yeah, Dragon Slave. And if you want to try to hit the hero and the person get the free harass, it's the same thing with Sanctity. You know, he's not spamming his spells too much though. You know, he's not like really caring about getting those raises off.
Yeah.
And Fnatic, by the way, top 3 CS on all their lanes.
Yeah, they're loving life at the minute here. You can see the 11 was forced back in the lane. There's going to be a big rotation down from the Tusk. DJ was just regenerating up with Tango, so he's going to be able to come in onto this, and they might be able to get the move onto Doom. Doom's going to try and get himself away. Is there Ishads? There's not. Only level 1 on the Tusk, so there's only a tag team available, and nothing to get the lockdown onto anyone on the side of Lilgun. So it's going to be a wasted trip here, but it is going to be giving the solo XP over to the Enigma on the top lane.
By the way, I like how 11, when he sends that, he went and ate the creep that gives him extra movement speed. So he's got that 12% extra move just to get him out of trouble if needed to. And of course, it also helps Kishka quite a bit. So that was an awkward rotation by Fnatic now.
Yeah, and like I said, because he was chased away by the Venge on the top lane here, DJ just went all the way through, but... Are these swapping... No, let's just stay on this bottom lane as well, so they're not even swapping supports. It's just going to look like tri-lane pressure, I guess. Let the Enigma get some solo XP. And speaking of, there is going to be... Does he throw it out? Does he hit it? He does. He's going to get the drag back here now as well into the rot. But nothing was that magic missile. It's still 3 seconds away. And the TP right back to the tier 1 tower gets him out of this.
And DJ had to teleport top as well. So DJ, he's kind of running out around the map. It's hurting his economy, but still relatively fine because, as we said, all 3 lanes still being won by Fnatic.
Yeah.
Check out the denies bottom lane, though. Holy crap. 11 denies by Raven.
Look at this, though, top lane. It's going to be a lot of trouble for the Enigma. He's going to be chased down. The Ice Shards do come through. 4-2-3 with the 2 points here into the rot. He might go down to DJ, but he's got the Ring of Regen coming through here, so it is going to keep him alive. No. They do get the kill. The Eidolons look like they picked that one up. He was trying to get himself just out of danger. He didn't have enough gold for the full Vanguard, but yeah, that Ring of Health, it did a lot of heavy lifting there in that fight.
Yeah, unfortunately enough to keep him alive. And in the meantime, I think that favors Lilgun a little bit more. Yes, you lose your carry, but he actually has a TP scroll available. Whereas you look at Jabs, he's gonna have to walk of shame, where he teleported top, and then he's like, "Oh, I died. I have to walk there on his space legs or whatever it is that he moves with." Still, if you're a Fnatic fan, you're overall feeling happy.
Oh, like bottom lane. They're going to get a jump onto Raven now as well. The chase down. Are they going to be able to do enough damage? The dispose has already been used as well as the rebound. And Raven will be pushed back. He's going to have to use a salve and a tango here to get himself back to full health. Do they want to go even further onto this? The pull did come through. So Yanuel was away from this now. And it looks like... Well, top lane. In fact... Jabs gets the kill onto Ace. It's going to be 2 heroes pushing away. So 4-2-3. The hook comes through, just onto an Eidolon.
Unfortunate bounty management as well by Lilgun, leaving that bounty around for so long, and DJ gets it, and he's going to get another one after it. Oh, meanwhile, Armel?
In the mid lane, they're going to get the dispose into the raise. Sanctity, really nice hit, but he's not going to be able to get the double damage through in here. DJ will be able to pick this one up.
Now that is a pretty big deal, you know. Armel, obviously this doesn't crush his game or anything, but you were hoping to get your puck to snowball. That's a death. If he doesn't make a good gank out after this, he's also going to be feeling a little impotent. We'll see what he does with it though. He can teleport anywhere he wants, and maybe he'll go. Do you want to go top? Maybe that might be where he decides to go mid again. And Lilgun, they'll be fine. The top lane, not too worried about Armel.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Doom on the bottom lane did get behind enemy line, chased down here by the Terrorblade and the Lich, and there was just no way back. Kishka wasn't close to help him out, and Raven took full advantage here. Metamorphosis does come out to help get that kill as well. The rebound into the disposal underneath the tier 1 tower, and 11 might try and chase down. Nice, there is going to be a Hurricane back here onto Raven, but the tower, the aggro wasn't onto the Terrorblade. They're going to be looking for the body blocks now as well. It's the Infernal Blade, and Raven will go down. 11 picks up that kill as a little bit of revenge here in this lane.
Another off lane carry trade. So That's gonna be fine. Again, it comes out relatively even. However, Doom, he's getting there on that Midas. He's already got phase boots. Once you get that Midas, you really start accelerating with the gold gain. So we gotta be a bit careful here. Raven, he can go jungle if he wants to. He's already. The thing is, he went for max points in meta.
Oh,
so
Kishka, he's out of mana. He comes in Sanctity. He's going to try and throw the ultimate up, or is he? There is going to be the Dream Call coming out now as well. Armel, he gets the raise. He finds the kill, and now DJ into the snowball. There's going to be the Sinister Gates coming back. Black Hole onto from Jabs. It's going to be looking like another one, but it doesn't matter. He gets dragged in mid-rebound, and Kishka, Ice Shards fly through, and that's going to be a good couple of kills here for Yanuel.
Now that's a mechanic we learned, didn't we? It's that the rebound can be cancelled mid-jump. And he was just sucked into the black hole. That was a +1 when he was thinking he could just save his Sanctity in the mid lane. Bit unfortunate. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Fnatic. And they'll be loving that. Meanwhile, though, 4-2-3. He's got the Vanguard. He's going to be farming. Raven, like we said, because he went for... I was going to say, because he went for more points in meta, his farm will be a little bit slower because Conjure Gym is only level 2 right now.
Yeah, but 4-2-3, he's moving into, like say, he can move into the jungle with this rot. It's going to be the soaring into the face boots afterwards, and then I wouldn't be surprised if it's straight into the Aghanim Scepter here for 4-2-3.
And now both offlaners just getting free farm. Mid lane will be seeing a lot of action. Ace almost level 6, and he'll be able to catch people if he needs to. So far it's a little bit of an advantage for Lilgun, but I kind of expected it to go this way. Like, I don't think one team was going to be taking a huge advantage early on. Both carries just farming, both offlaners just farming, and it's just a big rumble in the mid lane right now.
Yeah.
Although they're setting up for Fnatic here. They're a little bit more prepared. Kishka, they see him.
They're going to be able to get the gaze drag back in now as well with that orb flying through. Kishka can get himself away from this. Dream Call's going to be expended just for this. He's trying to keep himself alive with one management. He did have the raindrop as well, but it wasn't enough to keep him alive. And yeah, it wasted a little bit of time. But Armel, he gets a kill out of it, and that's going to be as good, really, as Sanctity just hiding himself behind this tier 1 tower. And again, DJ, he wants to find somebody. He's going to be able to find Ace. Does he get the Ice Shards out? Yeah, Magic Missile will connect, though. DJ into the snowball underneath the tier 2 tower, level 5, so there's no swap back here, and DJ will be able to walk himself away.
Raven a little bit more active than I thought he was. Joins his team for this mid lane push. And DJ, he's doing what we thought he'd play as, right? He just, tip of the spear, first to go in, making sure he provides vision for his team. If he dies, it's not such, it's not a big problem. And Armel, he didn't have Dream Call anyway, so it's like, we're not really setting up for a big kill. They did smoke up to go bottom. DJ not level 6, but Jeanwell is, and that could be enough to kill the Doom.
Doom is level 7 though. He's got that Hurricane drag back, but not a lot of mana. Like overall, just not a lot of mana. Yeah. 375. So I wouldn't be surprised if he trades that out for something, as he just backs himself into the jungle.
I mean, you do get that 3 armor aura. That's pretty good. It's not too bad.
True.
Yeah, the Hurricane. I miss the old Hurricane, the one where you summon like the tornado that's in an area, you control it, it slows and does damage. You only get that from the small birds now, and you don't get with the aura. So
yeah, top lane. There is going to be a rotation coming through now as well. 4-2-3. He misses the hook. He's going to split the wickets on that now. He tries to get the dismember off, but DJ, they're already going to be able to get the kill. Now the drag back is the Doom. Doom can't get himself away from this either. The Dream Call's going to be used. Kitchen's going to go down. Sanctity, he has to drop that Requiem of Souls, forcing everyone back with the fear where those races are going to come through. They get the kill onto Januel now as well, but a tag team from DJ comes in with a Walrus Punch. Swap out from Ace. Is there going to be a black hole onto this now? He's actually gone for the Spirit Vessel first item. Now the Hurricane trying to push 11 away. 11, can he get himself away? The orb will catch up, and 11, a couple more right clicks, he should go down. Infernal Blaze trying to waste a little bit of time. The Doom comes out onto Puck. Puck, can he run himself away from this? Shouldn't tick out, but Sanctity might be able to get a little revenge on DJ here now as well. The raise, it's going to miss, and DJ is just going to be able to break some ankles, get himself away from the danger. 4-2-3, TP's in. DJ's going to try and deny himself with the Ice Shards. Are they going to be able to get anything out? The raise!
Armel ticks from the Doom damage as well. So that is not bad. Yeah, he does. It was last tick. He was right to the tower for that extra regen, but couldn't get there in time. It's a lot of damage. It's 30 pure damage a second for 16 seconds. That's 480 damage. It's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, well, while this is going on, Jabs just doesn't leave the lane. He says, yeah, okay, I'll just take your tower. Look, I've got my Eidolon army. He wasn't too fussed about getting involved with the fights. He's only fighting because it was up here. And what's he going for next? It's going to be the Holy Locket coming out for the Enigma.
No.
He's got it queued up. Oh, he
No,
changes
no,
his
he's
mind. Yeah, he changes his mind.
yeah, no way. He's a wraith pack kind of guy. But yeah, the spirit vessel by itself is going to be really useful. You're up against these relatively high health heroes with the Doom as well as the Pudge, and being able to stop that is very useful. I mean, even if Kishka uses the sidekick or anyone else, you can be like, oh, your life steal is just completely useless.
Yeah, and you can see DJ here now as well. Daniel, he's just scouting through, trying to find... Because, I mean, the Chain Frost is back up, and there's not a big cooldown on anything that DJ has. So they can just hunt through here. Kishka, he might... Do they have vision on this high ground? They do. They have this cliff ward. So it is going to be seeing all three heroes as they move through this jungle. Armel's going to be moving up now as well. He has that Dream Coil once again. Going to be popping it just for Kishka. Kishka just immediately pops it. He wants to get himself out of the danger as quickly as possible. Snowball, will it connect? It will do now as well. The Warrior's Punch comes through and Armel going to be able to claim that kill.
It's alright. I mean, for Lilgun, it's not like a kill you want to give, but they know it's a support kill. Ace, though, this could be bad if you lose both supports. Oh, Sanctity's here.
Yeah, Sanctity, there's going to be a point-blank hook now as well. Dismember comes out, so this... No, the silence, it stops at mid-Dismember. Can they get themselves away? The double damage rune's worn off now as well on Sanctity, so they might go for the chase. Doom comes in, the Walrus Punch is going to be there immediately as Raven. He wants to be in on this fight as well. What do we do? The Magic Missile comes out, but Daniel's going to be able to get the kill onto 11, and now they can chase down onto Ace. This is just going to be an absolute slaughter.
Oh, dude, Fnatic, I did not like Raven. He has decided to just join his team very early, taking out that mid tower, joining them these team fights, and this making all the difference. Lilgun, they were not expecting them to play at this high tempo, and honestly, who would when you see a Terrorblade being picked? You think, oh, well, he's gonna farm, but Raven's like, no. I'm gonna be joining all these early fights. No points instead of just max mana, max conjure image, so as much like a ton of right click coming out from him. And then you already have the team fight with the Black Hole with the Dream Coil.
Oh, DJ.
And of course, the Chain.
Sorry, just watching DJ in the Roche pit, and he just kept getting targeted no matter where he moved, so he had to move into the Snowball to make sure he wasn't killed off by Roche.
I saw that. He's like, you know what? That's it. I'm just going to Snowball. I'll be fine. Oh, Ace. He puts a deep ward, but gets spotted. Oh, this is unfortunate. Like, Fnatic, you wouldn't have a ward there, but they are just playing this game absolutely perfectly. I mean, this is why this team is one of the invited teams at the DPC, along with some technical rules we won't get into.
Yeah, I mean, half a point is half a point, right?
Well, they should have earned it, you know. In the meantime, though, let's see what we got. Armel, he's the one who actually picked up the Aegis. He is on the squishy side. And so far, 11 always tries to make sure he gets a Doom off on him. It happened once, and Armel's like, no. No one else was allowed to come. 11, though, he might be losing his life.
Yeah, the shot's
nice hurricane.
But yeah, he was able to get himself away, and just going to be chased down, but... I mean, you can see, like you say, they're going to start getting aggressive, and Pudge doesn't really look like he wants to fight here. 4-2-3 Kish. He's going to try and dive in, though. He's going to get the dispose off. Straight onto the Tusk. Tusk, what's he going to be able to do? The Razors do come through. Backlines 11. Going to be able to get the Doom onto Armel. Can they do the damage? He can take him down, though. Looks like Yanuel's going to be chased down by Kishka. But it looks like Armel, can he get himself away from this? Any save, Magic Missile comes out. He should go down here. Aegis will be popped, though. So that will be the return of the puck. And they can carry on going here. Dream Call, it's not going to be there. There's going to be a really nice Requiem Assault to get the fear off. But did he get the dodge? I think he did here. Armel, there's going to be a really nice Black Hole. Catching onto 2, catches onto the Venge as well. So no swap out there. And Sanctity tries to go, but there's going to be the Sinister Gaze dragging him right back in. Just when you think he's out, they drag him back in, and they get the kill onto Sanctity.
The team fight is so strong for Fnatic. The Black Hole, dude. Januel, what's his battle pass level? Because they're only bouncing on heroes. Like that Chain Frost went straight up for the Shafin. Goes on probably max range to Ace, and then jumps back to him, slowing him enough to kill him. This guy, he has definitely been blessed by Gaben, and now Fnatic with a 7,000 gold advantage, pushing into this tier 2 top. They do have a glyph on Lilgun's side, so it's not all doom and gloom, but it is worrisome for Lilgun here. You kind of need to be the team that's setting the tempo. Your team fight's not as strong late game.
Look at this as well into Kishka. That was just the Midnight Pulse and the Spirit Vessel. Eidolon's going ham onto him, and Januel does move in to finish off the kill. But most of the damage was done here by Jabs, and Jabs wasn't even directly involved after the Spirit Vessel.
And he's like, I'll just throw some spells, and the guy dies. Like, well, that's kind of nice. Enigma, by the way, he went for the Aether. This is a very new build that Jab's going for. After the Spirit Vessel, went for Aether Lens for more cast range, and now he's going to go for the Blink Dagger. Rob, I feel like you're kind of happy about that, aren't you?
Yeah, I think the Enigma's realized, or Jabs here has realized on the Enigma, you know, you kind of have more impact. Like you say, big tanky
Lane, by the way.
heroes. So if they can have an impact this way, 4-2-3 waiting in the trees, there is going to be a backup coming through the cavalry. Is it going to be enough? A smoke breaks DJ, but DJ might have just been a bait here as Jabs is going to be rotating out. There's not going to be a black hole, but they're going to be able to get on. Walrus Punch comes through onto 4-2-3. Eye Shards now as well. Chain Frost. It bounces back through the creeps, but the swap, it's just going to be onto the creeps. Orb comes through. Dream Call. Does he want to try and throw this one out and catch both of them? 4-2-3. Back behind the tier 1 tower, but Ace won't be so lucky. The Blink Call phone comes from Armel, and Armel's going to be able to catch him in that Dream Call now as well. So they're going to be able to get both kills. 4-2-3. The Malefice, those damage. It's still going to be ticking up and ticking up even through the flesh heap.
Turning into one of those, I'm not quite sure if Lilgun can make a comeback in this situation. By the way, John Noel, he's decided to go for the Blink Dagger on Lich. He's like, oh, I just want to make sure I get my Chain Frost when you use the Black Hole. I don't want to lose that opportunity. So we got, as well as the DJ also has a Blink Dagger on the way. So there's like highly mobile draft coming out from Fnatic. Only Raven can't actually blink anywhere, but I think he needs to.
Yeah, they're going to try and get... I mean, Raven, he's got the backup of Jabs here now as well. 40 seconds on that black hole. 3 heroes. What are they going to be able to do here on the side of Lilgun? Nothing. The TP's come out, and yeah, they defend the tier 2. You know, it does only just not go down on 17... No! They just straight up deny it. Okay, fair enough. It was on 17 health, so it was 1 right click away anyway.
Yeah, but it's still... I mean, you do get some gold back from denying a tower, so that's kind of nice, but... Alright, Jabs. Can they find him time? No, TP is a good time for him to TP. And they do lose 11. Have not felt his influence at all this game. On the Doom, he is what? 3-5-1. He got 1 Doom off on Armel, and that's kind of been his whole team fight. Sorry, his whole contribution this game. Lilgun, they're not ready for the pace that Fnatic is setting right now.
No. Yeah, the Doom in the first 10 minutes was top of the net worth. But, you know, he went for the Hand of Midas. He's not really got that BKB because Fnatic were just like, right, we're going to go. Usually, you know, Terrorblade game, you're thinking, oh, the Terrorblade's not going to come out of the jungle for the first 20-25 minutes. But, yeah, Raven has just been so active on this hero with the rest of his team. And Fnatic, like you say, they've set this pace. And Lilgun, they're struggling to keep up.
It's very breakneck for the pace they're setting. It's breaking Lilgun's neck, that's for sure. But there are BKBs coming out. Sanctity has it. They're very close to getting another one as well. Oh, 11. Here we go.
They're going to be able to make this dive onto Raven. Raven, what can he do with this? There is going to be Requiem Souls coming through once again, and they might be able to get the kill. Black Hole, though, it catches on to 2-3 the BKBs, but there is going to be that swap now. What can they do with the damage? They've already killed off the Enigma. They're going to be able to get the kill onto Armel as well. Can they get the chase? DJ, there's going to be a rebound, but the blink comes away from DJ, and DJ should be safe. Lich just goes for the TP in the trees. Yeah, he's going to be able to get himself out, and DJ... Well, he stops to farm up a shovel creep, but apart from that, he will be away. But, yeah, all 3 cores do go down, so that's going to be a really nice catch-up. Look at that, 5k XP and nearly 3k gold going the way of Lilgun there, just from being able to kill off the 3 cores.
And you get the outpost back, you're able to move a little bit. Kishka, like I mean, all of them are going to be able to farm a little bit of creep, so it's a lot more than just the 3k, right? It's like... And, of course, there's a little bit of mental boost, you know? Fnatic, they've been playing so well. They've been just beating Lilgun every single engagement. This was the first time they were able to win a fight. However, it came at a cost. You did lose your range racks. Like, this was not a free victory for Lilgun. They lost their T3 and half a rack's top. It's range, so it's not that bad, though.
Yeah, and like you said, the BKBs did come through there. We saw them coming out from the Doom. Pudge nearly has his now as well, just waiting on the Mithril Hammer. But yeah, the BKB came out. I think it was Sanctity used his, 11 used his. Oh, DJ catches out on stage, but there's going to be the hook. Doesn't matter. Armel comes in. DJ got the last final bit of damage, but yeah, that hook only hooks back a corpse.
You know, I wanted to say it hooks back a corpse, damn it. It's like we're too similar, you know? Oh, well, either way. Yeah, but once the BKBs do come out, like, there's only thing that they're scared about is going to be Black Hole. Even Walrus Punch is like, yeah, you might stop a Pudge, you know, Dismember, maybe shut off in ultimate, but it's not like a ton of damage and control. So it's just the Black Hole. Dream Coil, as well as Chain Fog, which you know, these 2 spells have been kind of ruining Lilgun's life, become a non-factor at that point. And Fnatic, they're like, no, we can keep going top. They don't have Black Hole, though. Are they seriously going to push this, or is it just kind of poke?
I'm just watching Armel on the bottom lane here with 11 in the tree, so Armel clears off the wave, but yeah, it looks like they're just going to back themselves away, you know, just keep that top lane shoved in. Sanctity can get a little bit of farm from that, but it just keeps the pressure on this lane, with Roche being maybe 10 seconds around the corner as well. That's what you want to do. You just want to keep Lilgun forced into their base.
I mean, I imagine something 11 might consider doing is rushing the Agam Scepter after the Blink Dagger.
Hmm.
Why? So that you can just doom yourself. You blink next to the Enigma. Oh, you black hole me or an ally or whatever. It literally does that. It still gets cancelled.
Yeah,
This guy's aggressive. He wants to find someone here. Armel is actually teleporting. Will he finish his teleport?
he
He
does.
does. That's bold.
Oh, Ace though taking a lot of damage from these Eidolons. They're going to be able to get the kill, and the jump comes in. Armel is going to be right in the fray of it. Sanctity.
It's a fast Roche, by the way. Only 10 seconds left already.
Oh damn! So the buyback comes through the Venge, and Venge. Look at the build here from Venge. He's only got a wand and boots. No one near going for like an Ags, anything like that. 2.3k net worth on Ace.
He wanted to go for the axe shot. He queued up a couple of times, but he's like 600 gold. That buyback really hurting him. And even 4-3, by the way, he doesn't have an Agam Scepter himself. He's decided kind of to skip it. Just BKB. So I want to fight, you know. And without it, your damage is you lose a lot. It's 120 goes to 220. Like that's a big chunk of your damage gone.
Yeah, and
Along with sorry.
I was just saying that's because with Fnatic, like you say, just going this breakneck speed that 423 maybe thought he had another 10 minutes to farm up, but Raven just got active, so he had to shift builds from the Ags to the BKB to even stand a chance of surviving in these fights.
Yeah, I mean it's a good adjustment by Lilgun, but it speaks to how well Fnatic's playing, right? It's like, we make the Pudge not go for his like standard item because we know that he knows if he does, he's gonna lose the game. In the meantime, though, it's not that bad for Lilgun if they can take another team fight here. It's all on Doom. All right, so he's got the Blink Dagger. Was he gonna go for Nick? I'm really excited if he goes for this new Agam Scepter. It's such a good item. Like it's one of the best Agam Scepters. The AoE Doom, like how good is that? On a hero who can actually farm it.
Yeah, it's
not like Disruptor. Ugh.
Like you say, it is incredibly effective. That if you get that off, then Jabs just can't get that black hole off because you can either, if you get caught in it, then it cancels it, or you can just blink right up to him, and even if you get caught in it for a second, it cancels it afterwards. But Fnatic, they get themselves the second Roche, and is that Januel with a shard, so he's going to have the Ice Spire for the Chain Frost, which just going to make this, even on a 1v1 gank, make it so much easier to find kills.
Yeah, it's useful, but again, it's not like a big deal because BKB's already counter everything that Lich has, giving him another tool. Like, he's either going to be really effective or he's not, and the shot won't be changing a lot. Oh, Sanctity, he gets caught.
Yeah, he gets caught out there. It's going to be the hook back, though, with enough damage to keep him alive. Sanctity has that Shadow Blade. There's going to be the dive in. Immediately, the call's going to be popped here, and they get the kill. He has to buy back into this. Kishka's going to go down. Kishka buys back 4-2-3. He's got that Dismember coming through.
Raven.
But I don't think he can, no. And Raven does still have that stun to the back line, so there's going to be the jump in. The Doom onto Jabs. Jabs going to be a Hurricane back. Do they have the damage to take him down, or Jabs can he just outlast this? There's going to be a real nice dispose onto Raven. Raven, though, is going to be dragged back. Does he get that Sunder off? Aegis is going to be popped in. Looks like 11's going to be taken down. Armel gets the kill onto Ace. Snowball comes through. What are they going to be able to do? There's going to be a Requiem of Souls. Do they have the damage to take Terrorblade down a second time? Keep him still locked down. Does he want to get himself out of this? Raven. No, he gets the Sunder off. He's going to be able to Kishka. The black hole comes out, catches everybody. And GG just gets called.
Oh, that death on Sanctity right before the fight happened actually really hurt them because when he was able to use his ultimate, he wasn't able to get the full, he had already lost some souls. Very unfortunate. The Doom did come out on Jabs, and they weren't worried too much about black hole, but the fight lasted long enough that Doom just expired, and in the end, Fnatic, they took it. Raven, very impressive performance. Like, that is, I mean, obviously, right? He's a carry of Fnatic. He's insane no matter what he does, but the fact that he was able to play this fast on Terrorblade is just insane to watch. And of course, everyone else on Fnatic played really well.
Yeah, and like you say, the Lilgun maybe thought they had a little bit more time to get the farm up, and it was just Fnatic decided that no, they were going to get involved. Raven, even before he got the Asher up for the Manta Star, was getting involved in fights. He got the Falcon Blade, got the Dragon Lance out, and that was it. It was go time there. Jabs, I know I slate the Enigma picks a lot, but it looked incredibly impressive. And again, I don't slate the player. I just think, Pick here looked really good. Jabs, he was enabled by the rest of his team, but he got some really good black holes off. He caught some great heroes, some great with a Spirit Vessel build here as well. Did a lot of damage 1v1, so it looked really impressive in this game.
I mean, he played so well with even the Octarine Core. He's like the second highest damage hero in the entire game on this Enigma. Not something you see as often. A little good. It wasn't all, like I said, it wasn't all doom and gloom. It was a 25-minute game, but there were signs of life here and there. Unfortunately for them, Fnatic Raven was too fast. Lilgun, they're gonna have to adjust to this. They're gonna be like, okay, we won't be having as much time to farm. Maybe some sort of fast team fight here, like a Pangolier would have been very helpful for them. Because the Doom, like, you got Doom and you got Pudge. You do need some time for these two heroes to come online. Lilgun, I expect their draft to was changed significantly in game 2.
Yeah, and we are going to be taking a quick 10-minute break, guys, while we wait for game number 2 to start up. So it's going to be starting probably on the hour by the time the delay kicks in. So again, go get yourself something to eat, get yourself something to drink. We'll be back with the second game of Fnatic versus Lilgun right after the break.